Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Please stand or remain standing as we honor our great nation by the singing of the national anthem. Our soloist for today's graduation is Mott Community College student Bianca Thorne.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say doth that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, thank you, Bianca. That was amazing. Everyone may now be seated. I don't know if I want to follow that up. I'll tell you that right here. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Marcus Matthews. I'm the Assistant Vice President of Workforce and Economic Development at Mott Community College, and I will be presiding over today's graduation ceremony. Welcome. Hello, hello. There we go. On behalf of the students, faculty, and staff of Mott Community College, our 2022-2023 Workforce and Economic Development Commencement. Let's hear it. We are so proud of the dedication and commitment you put in to get here. Many of you overcame numerous obstacles and barriers to get to this point. You decided to better your life through education, and we applaud you. Today is a day to celebrate and recognize your achievement, a day to reflect on all that you have learned and what you have become. We are celebrating the past while looking forward to the future. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the Associate Vice President of Workforce and Economic Development at Mott Community College, Mr. Robert Matthews, for a welcome and greeting. Let's give him a hand.
Thank you, Marcus, and I am glad you had to go after Bianca instead of me. I had a chance to calm down for a minute. You are gifted. You are absolutely gifted. So welcome to Mott Community College and the 2023 graduation ceremony for the Economic Development Division at Mott Community College. I bring you greetings this evening on behalf of our president, Dr. Beverly Walker Grafia, the executive cabinet, Mott Community College faculty and staff. Today is a celebration, a day when we come together to honor the extraordinary achievements of the graduates seated. These exceptional individuals before us have worked tirelessly and hard hours of work dedicated to perseverance. Jeff, are we okay? Okay. We gather here in recognition of the countless hours of hard work, dedication, and perseverance that have brought us to this momentous occasion. So in the Workforce and Economic Development Division, we have a slogan, and it is Workforce Wins. Sometimes the wins stands for celebrating those small and large accomplishments that we have worked hard for. So those are wins, right? And you all are winners, right? So when I say workforce, you're going to say what? Workforce? Workforce? And sometimes the win stands for working, inspiring, and navigating our way to success. Some of y'all can catch that later. Working, inspiring, navigating our way to success. This year, Mott Community College will celebrate its 100th anniversary. And so that makes the class of 2023 very, very special. Very special. And so I have the pleasure of introducing our speaker for today's ceremony. Moses Bingham is a native of Flint, Michigan, who has a heart for community. He currently serves as Director of Special Projects and Initiatives in the Office of the President at the Community Foundation of Greater Flint. At the Community Foundation, he assists the President and CEO to identify critical issues facing Greater Flint and seeks opportunities for the foundation to have a coordinated impact with other funders, nonprofit organizations, the public and private sectors, and various stakeholders. Before joining the Community Foundation's team in September of 2020, Moses spent 5 years at the YMCA of Greater Flint as a senior program director, where he facilitated the Y's largest program called Safe Places, a summer and after-school program that served over 2,000 school-age young people. We can clap for that. But what we are also very proud of is that prior to his time at the Y, Moses spent 15 years right here at Mott Community College in the Workforce and Economic Development Division. He provided oversight for several critical programmatic and operational areas. After 18 and a half years at Mount Olive Baptist Church, where he served as youth pastor and the Roy I. Greer Family Life Center director, Moses was called to Damascus Holy Life Baptist Church as their senior pastor, where he has partnered with the church's nonprofit to address food insecurities on Flint's north side. Moses is a proud graduate of Mott and received his Bachelor's of Science degree in Organizational Leadership from Rochester College, or Rochester University, I should say. He is married to a lovely wife, Renita, and together they have 4 beautiful children. So join me in welcoming my good friend, a colleague, and a dear brother, Moses Bingham.
I don't want the mic to mess up when I'm talking, right? All right. Just thankful to be here. I think protocol has been established. I am grateful for the ask. I'm humbled to speak before you today, to Dr. Beverly Walker Graffia, to Marcus Matthews. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. Amen. Okay. She gave me 3 minutes to talk. And then on top of that, she told me to be here an hour ahead of time. I said, we could have did that over the phone. I don't know what I do in 3 minutes, but all right.
Test this one. No, I got two.
Can you hear me now? All right. All right, it's a song that says, please don't kill my vibe. All right. So I just want to take my minutes that I have, and I negotiated a few because you can't give a preacher 3 minutes, right? Come on now. Where they do that at? There's a couple of things I want to get out your way. Bridges, purpose. Bridges, so when I first started with Mott Community College, I was an AmeriCorps volunteer. I had a semester in the college. I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I took what is called a gap year, came back to school, and I'm on campus, and a mentor of mine tapped me and said, hey, do you want a job? I said, yeah. Who doesn't want a job? And so there was a bridge and essentially an opportunity for me. One thing that happened is that my brother, he's 16 months younger than I am. He just joined the military. My mother just went down to his graduation from basic training. She called me when she got there. He wasn't in the graduation. She called me and said, Moses, your brother is in the hospital and it doesn't look good. So my older brother in North Carolina said, hey, I'm gonna go down. My sisters in Houston said, we're gonna go down. Moses, what are you going to do? I had to fill out this AmeriCorps application and get it back in. My mother told me to stay and complete that application and get a job. That was a bridge. So I remember the first time I met Gail Bowman. We were meeting up to go to a training, and we were already running late, but she popped out to give everybody a hug. And she gave me a hug today. Workforce development is a family-oriented bridge. Because you decided that you wanted more, and you didn't know what was going to be on the side necessarily. There wasn't no promise, but there was a hope of something better. For you to get to your purpose. And it's not just for you, it's for your kids, kids, and people in your community, people that you love, people that you are connected to, that you wanted to do something better. And you looked outside of yourself and said, I needed a bridge. And you came up and found workforce development. This is a surreal moment for me because I don't want to be megalomaniacal and talk about myself. I got 5 minutes. But I talk about myself because Paul puts it this way. When you go through something, you gain an experience, and when you get an experience, it brings you some hope, and you ought to not keep that hope to yourself. You ought to tell somebody that I've been through it, and you can go through it too, and you can help somebody along the way just by telling your story. So here's the story. So there was a man who was looking for a bridge. and he was essentially looking for some purpose. And so he wanted a job. And everywhere he could to find a job, he went to, in his area, what was ever the local Consumers Energy, y'all call it Consumers. He went to the fast food industry, no jobs there. He saw the equivalent of a Kathleen, and that person could not help them with the job. On his way home, defeated, he went into the local zoo, and he just wanted to ask, were there any jobs? The zoo manager said there are no jobs, and so once again, he on his way home, going out the door, was defeated. But the zoo manager got a call, hung up that phone and said, wait a minute, I have something for you. Our gorilla just died, and it's gonna be a while before we get another one. Would you mind putting it on this gorilla suit to play as the gorilla until we get a new one? The man was like, yes, and he took so much pride in putting it on the gorilla suit and fooling the onlookers, swinging from vine to vine, eating the bananas, beating his chest, and fooling people that he was a real live gorilla. He had purpose. One day he was doing this thing and he was going rope to rope and he fell into the lion pit. He had two choices to make as the lion began to come to him closer and closer. He had two choices. He could be eaten up, or he could give himself away and cry for help, and then end his job, end his purpose. The man cried out, help! The lion shot back in amazement and said, shut up before you give both of us away. Some of you ought to get it when you get home, but I believe everybody needs purpose. And so when I decided to leave here, and this is for my friends and my colleagues, didn't know what I was going through at the time, and I didn't know. It wasn't that something was bad going on in my life, and I'm a firm believer. I don't subscribe to the ideology that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You don't have to be broke to need improving. Come on up in here, somebody, okay? So because everything with me was fine. I just got a promotion, huh? And you know how promotions go in workforce development. I just got a promotion. Everything was going just fine. But something tapped me on my shoulder and said, quit your job. I said, the hell is that? I got 2 kids. They like Legos. Heck, they like lights being on. And they like to eat. My wife like the occasional Louis purse or, okay, Coach purse. But anyway, she likes nice things. And quit my job just wasn't in the cards. That just didn't make sense. So I talked to my mom at the time. I said, Mom, this something is telling me to quit my job. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Why would something be on me so heavy? And she listened just like most mothers do. Now, some moms would say, you better not quit your job until you have something else, right? I didn't have anything lined up. I was still trying to make my way. I'm a young mid-manager professional trying to make it happen for myself, trying to make it happen for my family. But this feeling wouldn't let me go. I went to Mr. Matthews' office and said, June 30 is going to be my last day. Didn't have anything lined up. My mom said, what would you do if you didn't work for the college anymore? I said, maybe I would work with young people more. I don't know. So I didn't share that I quit because she was getting ready for my brother's wedding in North Carolina, my oldest brother's wedding, not the one that was in the hospital, my oldest brother. I was going to do the officiating, okay? And so we're on the way, and I was saying I quit my job, and I was going to go down there, and after everything was over, I was going to tell her that, yeah, I quit my job, and I'm trying to figure out what's next, right? And so we go down there, beautiful ceremony. I mean, why not? Because yours truly was officiating, right? Come on. We go through the ceremony, beautiful wedding. Glad to do it for my oldest brother. I look up to him so much. We get to the wedding reception, we're dancing, we're having a good time, and I'm dancing with my mom, and then all of a sudden I turn around for a hot second, and then she's gone. She dies at my brother's wedding reception. And I never got a chance to tell her that I had quit my job and I'm looking for a new opportunity. I'm looking for a new bridge. So after that whole said thing was going on, me and my brothers and sisters, we go to breakfast the next morning. I hit the road to come back to Michigan. I get a phone call from a person from the YMCA and it says, hey, the CEO wants to talk to you because he saw what you do with those kids at your church and there may be an opportunity. It wasn't an opportunity, it was more or less of an offer. Waiting in the wings for me, but I had to close one door to allow the other door to open. That bridge, Mott Community College Workforce Development, was a bridge for me. This is a bridge for you. So don't be afraid of those nudges, those voices, those people that says, look for something different. Because before that, 30 seconds, this is what my mom said to me 7 days before she passed. And I want you to listen. And she texted me 3 times after I shared with her what I was going through. She said, Moses, if God is telling you to do something, you do it. She said to me, Moses, I'll show you the text message. I still have them. She said, Moses, sometimes life can get scary, but you push through with faith. The reason that you walked out the door and you saw that, hey, I wanted an opportunity, that was a faith move. Last thing, and this is, you know how to say, Jackie, is members only. This is for members only, okay? And the last thing that she said, and I'm out your way, she said, Moses, if you are a child of God, act like it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Moses, for your inspiring words of encouragement. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Sheila Johnson-Gooden, Lead Resource Specialist for Gateway to College, to introduce our Mott Community College Trustee Scholarship recipient. Dr. Sheila.
Good afternoon, all. Before I say a few words about the 2023 MCC Trustee Scholarship, I just want to say my heart is so happy this evening. I want everybody to take a moment and just congratulate these students tonight. Right. And what that being said, Dakota Nelson is a Gateway to College graduate. She is a young woman with unwavering spirit and determination who has always been an exceptional student. Her passion for learning radiated through in her academic achievements, captivating both peers and teachers alike. Dakota's commitment to her education, coupled with her natural talents and boundless curiosity, led her to excel in her coursework, and recognition of her outstanding academic achievements Dakota is honored with the prestigious 2023 MCC Trustee Scholarship Award. It is my honor to present the 2023 MCC Scholarship Award to Dakota Nelson.
Do I read now? I'm nervous. Okay. Good afternoon. This is hard to keep on, so I'm going to take it off for a minute. Good afternoon. My name is Dakota Nelson. I'm a 2023 graduate of the Gateway to College program, and I can proudly say that there have been many setbacks and difficult times that stood between me and the woman I am today. Instead of allowing those hardships to anchor me down and force me to turn my back on success, I always found it in myself to stand up, take life one task at a time, and be mindful of the fact that a bad day should not always mean a bad life. Allow yourself time to take in your emotions and take them seriously, but don't ever lay down for too long. We're capable of so much more than we allow ourselves to believe. I have accomplished so much in the few short years that I have participated in the Gateway program, and my peers and advisors have blessed me with the most valuable and gracious support system I have ever been so blessed to witness. I couldn't have made it this far or found it in myself if they weren't there to help me search for it. I thank all that contributed to my success for seeing the me that I am today before I was able to, and never for a single second did they consider giving up on me, no matter how weak my mind became as I was transitioning from a young girl to a responsible woman and mother. The point I'm getting at here is that myself and everyone in this room share something in common. That common factor being that at some point in our lives, we've all had bad days where we found ourselves questioning our capability, and at the end, we found a way. We figured it out, and we all have every reason to be proud of ourselves. Each and every one of us carries something special that we contribute to the world, although we don't always know what that might be. But it's important to keep in mind that we're all here for a reason. I say this to everyone here individually, every beating heart nearby. You as a human are worth more than your weight in gold. You're capable of conquering the world, and anything that you put your mind to is at your fingertips as long as you use your best intentions in every interaction with the world around you. I wish you all a successful future and tremendous peace, happiness, and health. You can do this, and we're on to the next chapter.
Congratulations, Dakota. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speakers. Antonio Maynor from our Adult Education Program, Thurman Tipton from our Public Works Academy, and Michael Wallace from our Sterile Processing Technician Program. Antonio, please come forward.
Okay. So I had a hard time figuring out what I was going to write because I wasn't expecting to do this. What was that? Oh. Move it up. Okay. So, I had a hard time figuring out what I was going to write for this speech, and today was the day that I wrote it. It was kind of spur of the moment. I found myself on Instagram scrolling through and seeing something that I wrote to myself a few years back, so I'm going to start off with that. After some extensive online research, I now know that looking back on things only holds you back. No point in dwelling on the past. Some things are better wrapped up in the same package and shipped back to the same sender, same being the key word. Change is inevitable for some. Growth is imperative for most. The future holds the key to the door of prosperity for all. Stop letting your past affect your present. Most of the time, your past is living the same cycle, spinning around a different format. Just know the ghosts are just ghosts, so move forward and give yourself a toast. And I feel like people could relate to that. So, I started my journey to obtain my GED back in 2018. I was just coming out of a deep depression and uncertain of what my future looked like. I was desperate to find my way back to me, spending a lot of time with myself, shutting the world, my friends, and family out, because there was so much inner contemplation going on with my mind. I had lost a brother, a relationship, my home, and quit friendships I thought I would have for life, leaving me alone and unsure. Luckily, one day I got the urge to go back to school to finish what I started. And luckily, I've always followed what my heart tells me to do, so I found myself amongst this wonderful staff that I share the stage with today. Around this time, I was rigid. I had no trust and felt like I was being judged every time I entered a room. I quickly came to find out that my brain was fighting with me, telling me I wasn't good enough. Stuff like, you're 28, it's too late, you're wasting your time, you've done fine without your diploma, what makes you think you need it now? But sure enough, I'm stubborn and didn't listen to what I had to say to myself because I had points to prove. So daily I showed up and quickly made it through three out of 4 of my tests, math being the last test to complete this portion of my schooling. I started to feel as if I was wasting my time again because me and math are not friends. And when I start feeling this way, I get bored. So I applied for a decoration job in New York City. With no expectations. And they called, and I got the job. So I dipped to New York City. I spent the next 4 months working hard, meeting new people that have totally different mindsets. I was an alien in a whole different world. To say the least, it was amazing. The job was seasonal, so it came to an end, and I ended up moving to St. Louis, painting houses for 2 years. Unfortunately, things weren't going as I had planned in my head, so I ventured back home, landing a job at Habitat for Humanity and running a small side business painting houses. Mind you, working full-time and painting on the side is exhausting. Day in and out for a year, I worked from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed. December, I told myself I was done painting for a bit and ended up back here to complete the 4th and final portion of my GED. I was sitting in class one day and a thought ran through my head about flexing on my haters, and instantly thought if I spent more time flexing on math and forget the haters, then I should be done with this quick. I took my pre-test and passed by 1 point. 1 whole point, so I figured in my head I still wasn't ready. And then one day, I took a leap of faith and scheduled the actual test. I left somewhat defeated and unsure until I got my score back, and it said I passed, and it was by 1 point. God, guardian, angel, magic, who knows, but I maintained my spot in this ceremony. Doors are opening for me now that I didn't think would before. Not physical doors, but mental. With my GED, I now realize the potential I have for doing whatever I want to do in life. I have more confidence in knowing that anything is possible if you just push through. Keep swimming, read books, learn from everything around you, listen to advice and mold it to your own understanding and then act upon it. I'm not special, I'm human, I've made mistakes, I've conquered fears and manifested dreams. It's all about believing in yourself and shutting your brain down when it tells you you're not good enough. Everything you do is good, even when it's not. It's building you up stronger and tougher to get where you're destined to be. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you to the people that help students like us achieve what we may have not thought we could achieve. I want to thank my mother for never giving up on me. And I want to thank the whole room for just simply surviving and thriving, because it's pretty tough out here. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Antonio. Now, we're not done yet. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Thurman Tipton. Thurman.
I didn't write nothing because I'm doing this from the heart. So first, I want to say congratulations to class of 2023. So listen, this right here, I know I'm, an older guy, 48, I'll give it to y'all. I didn't have a midlife crisis of buying me a Corvette, but I did come to Mott workforce to change my life. Not only my life, but my family's life. My wife, I watch my wife work every day in and day out. I'm just so blessed to have her. She's a school teacher at Grand Blanc Academy, and I see her go. I see her go hard every day with my kids. My kids go to school with her. I want to tell my wife, thank you. This right here is for the family, and this right here is for everyone else who looks up to me and sees that I'm not too young to stop, or I'm not too old to stop. One thing I have learned is that just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean you have a bad life. So for all the young graduates here today, don't give up. Keep pushing. And for the people that's in the crowd, look at these young graduates, look at these older graduates, and let yourself know, don't give up. You still got time. Thank you.
Thank you, Thurman. Last, but certainly not least, it is my pleasure to introduce Michael Wallace.
How y'all doing? All right, bear with me. It's been a minute since I did something like that. Welcome. Welcome, family and friends, but most importantly, welcome, graduates. We made it, y'all. I still can't believe that I'm graduating today. Oh, man. All right. I'ma just put this to the side. All right, I'm gonna just say what's on my heart. And this year make 11 years since I graduated high school. I never pictured myself graduating. I never pictured myself doing nothing like this. And I just want to thank my workforce for pushing me, my family for pushing me. And it's crazy that my classmates, they actually pushed me. When I thought about giving up and quitting, like, man, it ain't worth it. My classmates are like, no, we're gonna do this together. Like let's do this. And my instructors, every time that I fail the test, they tell me, no, man, study, just keep going harder, just keep going harder. Y'all do not know how hard this was to not have a job for 8 months, to just really put my all into it and to depend on my family and the schooling. And I just want to thank my workforce for helping me so much. Now I feel like a little punk for up here crying, but you know, it's all right though. And I just want to, everybody that see these graduates out here, these people work hard for this. Y'all might not notice it or realize it, but people really work hard for this. And once again, I want to thank Mott for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Wow. What a pleasure to hear from you. One more time for our students. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the 2022-2023 graduates from Mott Community College Workforce and Economic Development. Please welcome Mrs. Connie Howard, our adult education instructor, to introduce our adult education and Gateway to College graduates, along with graduates from our technical programs, including advanced manufacturing, information technology, and skilled trades. Go ahead, Ms. Howard.
Will the adult ed and Gateway to College graduates please rise and present yourselves for your certificate? Mr. Stephen Sherman. Ms. Peyton Mabry. Ms. Amari Hamilton. Ms. Chloe Prevost. Ms. Ziana Moy, I apologize, Ms. Moy. Said that wrong. Mr. Ricky Helton. Mr. Wyatt Gunnels. Mr. Joshua Bodus. Mr. Sonny Fregoso. Ms. Dakota Nelson. And Mr. Antonio Maynor. Congratulations. Will the manufacturing graduates please rise and come forward for your certificates? Mr. Stephen Washburn. Mr. Carlos Stewart. Mr. Trent Brown. Mr. J. Brown Clayton. Congratulations. Will the information technology graduates please rise and receive your certificate. Mr. Kelly Francis. Mr. Jeremy Hattendorf. Congratulations. Will the trades graduates please rise and come forward to receive your certificate? Mr. Brady Filios. Mr. Trevion McFarland. Ms. Brooke Soroka. Mr. Joshua Bacha. Ms. Sharnita Heron. Ms. Tanisha Barber. And Mr. Thurman Tipton. Congratulations all.
Please welcome to the stage Ms. Aries Jeffries, healthcare instructor, to introduce our healthcare and business and professional service graduates. Ms. Jeffries.
Healthcare, please stand. Kiana Pearson. Ann Sanders Anthony. Chloe Vincent. LaMiracle Burkett. Nyana Harris. Shatoria Collins. Kennedy Grady. Kanari Demps. Belial Sims Tyler. Delisa Berry. Miltrina Ross. Nakisha Nelson. Juanisha Warren. Tashaya Taylor. Leandria Berry. Quanshanae Williams. Desiree Toyne. Rionica Clark. Karaya Smith. Keshana Haney. Talia Baxter. Sharday Parks. LaQuisha Rankin. Shanika Davis. Brianna Williams. Makaya Caton. Callista Williams. Desiree Davis. Omisha Tiggs. Shari Adams. Makaya Adams. Danielle Gray. Jalika Ba. Benjamin Bailey. Allison Bailey. Mashari Atkins. Tierra Willingham. Kiori Turnbull. Johan Zhu. Michael Wallace. Shania Edie. Nikayla Waters. Brianna Carruthers. Amari Bowie. Crystal Houseworth. Simone Walker. Amari Hamilton. Business and Professional Services graduates, please stand. Jasmine Bullock. Brenda Jenny. Nisha Daniel. Millie Henry. Dwayne Sumter. Angela Bowens. Samantha Kincaid. Laquita Smith. LaMonica Norris. Jasmine LaGrone. Jemiah McQuiller. Dariah Jones. Congratulations.
Will all of our graduates please rise? It is a long-standing tradition that after receiving a diploma or degree, the cap's tassel is shifted from the right side to the left side of the cap. This signifies to all the completion of something extraordinary. Graduates, it is my deep honor to tell you to please move your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, I present to you the 2022-2023 graduating workforce development class of Mott Community College. Graduates, you may be seated. Now, please welcome back our MCC soloist, Bianca Thorne, to sing our inspirational song, You Gotta Be, by Desiree.
Can you turn it up a little bit? Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you fears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted, don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Herald what your mother said, read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, gotta be tough, gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Time asks no question, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't take the pain. The world keeps on turning, can't stop it if you try to. Best part is danger staring you in your face. Oh, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead and release your fears. My, oh my. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, gotta be wiser. Gotta be hard, gotta be tough, gotta be stronger. Gotta be cool, calm and stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Congratulations, class of 2023. Y'all did it. Y'all did it.
Woo, thank you, Bianca. Wonderful. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Beverly Walker-Graffia, President of Mott Community College, for some remarks. Let's hear it for Dr. Beverly.
Well, congratulations, class of 2023. Is that all y'all got? I was gonna say, I know you got more than that because it took more than that to get where you are. And I love that song that was just performed because it was so perfect for you. And so I wanna say it again. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. Why? Why? Because all I know is love will save the day. You all have been shown the love from Mott Community College. That's why you're here today. You all have been able to reach your goals, get the jobs. You are going to do so much because of the support that has been poured into you by this Workforce and Education Economic Development Division. So I want them to stand up so you can give them the love that they deserve. All of Workforce and Economic Development, please stand and take your bows. This is why you are here. But the song also says, time asks no questions. It goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't stand the pace. Are any of you all left behind? Because you can stand the pace, because you have had the support from your families, from your friends, and they are here today to celebrate you. So please stand, family and friends. If you are here supporting, please stand so we can say thank you, thank you, thank you for all you have done. So now you have been given the charge, you have been given the credential, and now it's up to you. It's up to you. And I know that each one of you will make us proud. I am proud to be your president at Mott Community College because of what we do every day to support each one of you. Thank you for choosing Mott Community College. Thank you for doing your best with excellence. and thank you every day for making sure this community moves strongly. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Beverly. It is now my pleasure to introduce Robert Matthews, Associate Vice President of Workforce and Economic Development, for recognitions and closing remarks. Mr. Matthews.
So I know you all are ready to celebrate, right? Y'all ready to get out of here and celebrate, right? But before we do that, I gotta say, if y'all remember from earlier, workforce, workforce, workforce. All right, all right. So I got a question for y'all. What's next? What's next? So whether it is employment or you're planning to continue your education, I want you to know that we are here for you. If you are ready to enroll, and I'm encouraging you, if you are ready to enroll in a program this fall, I want you to see one of our career navigators. Career navigators, stand up. Stand up, career navigators. Where are you? I want you to see one of the career navigators. And the reason I want you to see them is because there are scholarship and grant dollars waiting for you. Shame on you if you don't come collect them. And that's not just for the graduates. That's for family and friends also. I want you to come and see us. Secondly, if you are moving to employment, where's my job development and student employment team? I want you to stand. Job development, student employment team, somewhere in the back. I want you to see them because they can assist you with employment. And not only can they assist, on the 21st, I believe that's next week, we have a hiring event with 31 employers right here on this campus in the event center from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Be there. That's for family and friends also. You got a VIP invitation. Tell them Robert Matthews told you to come and see him. And lastly, I just want to say to you all that today symbolizes a significant milestone and marks the beginning of a new era filled with endless possibilities. I want to thank our speaker, Moses Bingham, and our soloist, Bianca Thorne, for sharing with us today. And we are truly proud that you chose Mott Community College to allow us to assist you in achieving this goal on your journey. And we would be delighted, absolutely delighted, to assist you in achieving even further goals. So with that, I'm going to hand the mic back to Marcus. Thank you all, and congratulations. Workforce, workforce.
Thank you, everyone, and congratulations. Last minute instructions before we leave. Graduates, stay seated. All staff, guests up at these tables, instructors will exit, and you follow. After that time, we invite all friends and family to follow also. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations.